Welcome into Hodges Fieldhouse here on a cool and crisp Monday night here in Fort Dodge. So we're ready to get this game underway between the Iowa Central Tritons and the Graceland Yellow Jackets. Welcome, everybody. I'm Randy Nielsen.
And I'm Rick Holland.
It's been 3 consecutive wins for the Tritons, including a big win yesterday over the Briarcliff JV with Tierra Itula scoring 22 points. Avery Terwilliger had 11. Jalen Carter and Justice Crooks had 10 as well. So
that was a
good offensive production yesterday. So what do they have to do today to keep that going?
Basically, they just need to start out fast, and they need to keep their momentum going all the way through and just stay motivated throughout the rest of the game. Biggest thing for them, I think, is keeping Graceland off the 3-point line. They seemed to struggle with that yesterday. Allowing the other team to hit many threes.
All right, it's now time to introduce your starting lineups for tonight's game. First for Graceland, number 3 at guard, Karen Knox. Number 4, also a guard, Janiyah Vinson. Number 24, Shauna Wrighton. At forward, number 25, Brooke Vermeer. And at forward, number 44, Ashley Gassaway. Now for the Tritons, first number 12 at forward, Kira Ward. Number 14, guard, Shariah Smith. Number 30, Avery Terwilliger. Number 34, Brittany West. And number 50, Tierra Itula. So as we mentioned, Tierra Itula had a huge game yesterday for the Tritons, scoring 22 points, getting 7 rebounds. Basically just being a dominating presence in the paint for the Tritons. So we're hoping that they're going to be able to keep that going again tonight.
Yeah, she was able to do everything on the floor. She was helping them out defensively, was getting those rebounds, and also on the offensive end, she was finding open looks in the short corner last game. Also, she was expanding her range to the 3-point line, hitting a couple of threes, hitting a couple of open threes down there. So that'll be a big key for them, is she can get hot. Along with their other shooters, as long as they can get hot, then the Tritons should be okay.
All right, just about ready to tip off here. Looks like we're going to get Terwilliger jumping off against Vermeer. A little bit of scrum for the ball to get underway, but the Yellow Jackets end up with it. Loose ball inside, recovered by the Yellow Jackets. Here's Vinson over to Knox. Less than 10 seconds on the shot clock after a bad pass, turnover, and here come the Tritons. Smith inside to West. Layup no good. Rebound by Knox.
That was a great leg pass she had in there just to get that into the paint. They weren't able to finish that, though.
All right, here's Knox. Vinson with less than 10 on the shot clock. Here's Gasaway. 5 on the shot clock. Knox tried to get a shot up, but good defense by Terwilliger prevents that. Causes another turnover for the Yellow Jackets.
They've been starting out a little bit slow. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out for the rest of the game. Multiple bad possessions in a row have led to turnovers, so that should go in the Tritons' favor.
Here's Itula. Over to Terwilliger, over to West in the corner. Fires for 3, and that is good. With a defender right in her face, Brittany West nails the 3. That's the first bucket of the game. Here's Knox. Over to Gasaway. We're going to get right in there with the travel. It's going to be the 3rd turnover in a row for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, they're starting out really slow, and it looks like maybe they're going to have a substitution here, and that might change the direction for them.
All right, coming onto the floor now for the Yellow Jackets is number 12, Mackenzie Dorsett.
This is going to be interesting. They're starting with a little bit of full court pressure. It looks like a 1-2-1-1 press. It looks like the dead trick for them is that's going to end up being a turnover off of a bad pass. Shreya Smith couldn't quite get to that one.
All right, after the turnover, Yellow Jackets look to put some points on the board after a few bad possessions. Here's Vinson. Over to Dorsett. Here's Knox. Back to Vinson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Inside. Being double-teamed. That layup went off the side of the backboard. And here come the Tritons. There's Itula. Shot no good. Long rebound. Fought for by Terwilliger. Ball's on the floor, but the Tritons end up with it. Looks like we have a foul as well.
It seems like Graceland started off really slow so far. They haven't really been able to get a good shot in, and it's been multiple turnovers throughout the start of this game. This might end up working. This will end up working in the Tritons' favor as they can take advantage of these opportunities, get a couple easy baskets, and take a quick lead.
Terwilliger driving inside, draws the foul. Will shoot 2. Foul is on Karen Knox. That's her first. First free throw, no good for Terwilliger. Second free throw, right through, makes it 4-0. Here was 7:21 remaining here in the first quarter. Graceland's kind of fortunate with how slow of a start they've got that they're not down double digits at this point.
Yeah, it's been very interesting so far. A lot of their shots have come within the very last few seconds of the shot clock or a turnover.
Right after the missed three-pointer, Graceland's going to get a fresh shot clock here. Vermeer had a nice move there, just wasn't able to finish. Then we had a bit of a collision there on the floor.
Yeah, she kind of just left that one short there, Vermeer. There was a nice move there to have that left hook, but she just kind of left it short and ended up hanging on the front of the rim.
And that foul was on Terwilliger. Coming to the line now for the Yellow Jackets is Shauna Wrighton. First free throw is good. And the Yellow Jackets are on the board. Justice Crooks, number 10, is checked into the game for Iowa Central as Tiara Itula heads to the bench. Second free throw is no good. Rebound by Crooks. And here comes Justice Crooks. Over to West. Fires for three, and that is good. Another three-pointer for Brittany West.
I think West was feeling good during warm-ups. That's her second three she's hit today. Look to see her shoot a couple more threes coming throughout the rest of this game. I think she's feeling very confident, so she'll be pulling it from deep.
Sierra Smith has checked into the game for the first time, number 20, replacing Shariah Smith. Here's Sierra Smith. Over to Crooks. Inside to Ward, and that is up and in. Looks like Graceland's going to call a timeout.
That is definitely a much-needed timeout. They definitely came out very slow to start off this game. Between the turnovers and just the bad shots, they just haven't been able to get in any type of rhythm.
And they're, like I mentioned earlier, they're fortunate that they're only down 8 at this point because they've come out absolutely cold. And it's like, if Iowa Central was able to get some of those shots to fall, they could be up 15-1 right now.
Oh, definitely. Graceland's been very fortunate to this point. We'll see what happens coming out of this timeout, see what Coach has drawn up for them so that they might be able to get some instant offense going. Looks like the Trojans are going to come with a full court pressure as they've been known to do that. They have some really athletic and quick guards, so they're able to do that full court pressure.
Here's Kaylee Hickman for the Yellow Jackets. Pass it to Gasaway, fires for three, no good. Rebound fought for. Looks like that's going to be Iowa Central ball. Looked like from up here that it was off Crooks, but apparently the refs saw it a little differently.
Hey, refs always know best. I'm not going to argue with them.
Yellow Jackets coming with some full court pressure. Looks like the Tritons are going to beat it. Here's Terwilliger. Layup no good. Rebound. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Vincent over to Dorsett, and she traveled.
Looked like she shuffled her feet there, just wasn't ready to make her move with that ball.
Aisha Smith has checked into the game for the first time for the Yellow Jackets. She's number 23.
And Graceland's back with this full court pressure. It worked again. It looks like they're just going to use it sporadically just to throw off our Tritons.
Looks like they're going to get Smith there for the foul. Going to give the Tritons a fresh shot clock here. Here's Sierra Smith. Layup up and no good. Rebound by the Yellow Jackets. But a turnover. Here's Terwilliger driving inside. Now passes out to West. Wide open for three. No good. Rebound by Aisha Smith. Here's Vincent. Over to Gasaway. Over to Dorsett. Fires for three. Completely misses it. Terwilliger had the ball go right through her hands, and that's going to give the Yellow Jackets another opportunity.
Yeah, even though that shot missed very badly, that's the best ball movement they've had this whole game so far, it feels like.
Tried to get it into Vincent in the corner, but he had Justice Crooks playing defense. She gets called for a foul here, so Graceland will inbound again. Over to Dorsett. Over to Gasaway. Directing traffic. Now back to Vincent. Here's Hickman. Back to Dorsett. Inside to Hickman. Layup is up. And in and out, no good. Oh, looks like Gasaway took a pretty hard fall there. Looks like she's okay. Foul's going to be on Brittany West.
Interesting foul call they had there. It looked like it was a little bit of incidental contact, but they're going to end up calling the foul anyways.
Here's Hickman. Over to Gasaway inside. Aisha Smith comes up with a loose ball, but she travels. She really didn't have many options there. She had 3 Iowa Central players all around her.
Yeah, and I note that's a bad movement on the team. They just haven't been moving around. They've been standing still during this offense, so haven't allowed for much offense to go through.
Here's Shariah Smith over to Crooks, layup up and in. They beat the press there.
Yeah, you can't draw that up any better. 3-on-2, found the right person for an easy layup.
Terwilliger trying to get the steal. Forces a bad pass. Here comes Shariah Smith. Layup up and in. Nicely done, Shariah Smith. It's now 13-1. Here's Hickman. Fires for 3. No good. Rebound by Kira Ward.
Not the greatest shot there. They shot that really early in the shot clock. You could have found a better option there.
Here's Crooks. Over to Smith. Fires for 3, and that's good. And now Iowa Central is starting to get rolling.
Definitely getting rolling as they've been keeping up this pressure, speeding up this offense, so they've been able to force some turnovers.
Here's Vinson. Gasaway. Inside to Smith. And she gets called again for a travel.
That is another travel. That's the 3rd travel today. That's going to be interesting to see. They just been really, I feel like the refs have been really ticky-tack this whole game so far.
All right, a few substitutions now. Number 0, Caitlin Sylvester is checked in the game for the Yellow Jackets, as well as number 14, Haley Lewis. A foul call here. And that's on Sylvester. That's her first. Tira Itula is checked back into the game for the Tritons as Smith recovers the loose ball. Over to Crooks. Another easy layup for Justice Crooks. And Graceland calls a timeout.
It is not looking good for Graceland right now. 18-1 being the score. They need to find something really quick. They just haven't been able to get in sync so far, and it's just led to this large lead, and now they're behind.
As Rico mentioned, 18-1 with just over 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. And we're looking at the Graceland huddle, and so their coach is not happy right now.
At this point, being down 18-1 is more just a game of effort rather than just drawing up X's and O's, trying to figure out where you're supposed to be. I feel like it's more about effort at that point. Iowa Central wants it more, while Graceland just doesn't seem to. They just seem to come out slow and lackadaisical.
It's been a pretty balanced scoring attack so far from Iowa Central. Crooks has 4, Ward has 2, Smith has 5, Brittany West has 2 3-pointers. So it's not just been one person. It's just been a collective team effort to get out to a 17-point lead as quickly as they have.
Yeah, they've been able to share the ball really well, especially out on the break. Shariah Smith had a couple of great passes to Justice Crooks. So they've just been able to move the ball really well.
Here's Knox. Inside to Gasaway. Out to Sylvester. Fires for 3. No good. Rebound by Itula. Turns it over back to Gasaway, and we have a foul.
Oh, I know that makes a coach's blood boil. Throwing the ball back into your own basket. I think the best option right there would just been box out your teammate and let that ball go out of bounds. Love to see another possession.
Foul is on Shariah Smith, as Gasaway will shoot 2. First one is good for Gasaway. Shauna Wrighton is checked back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Second free throw is good for Ashley Gassaway. Here comes Smith. Over to Kira Ward. Back to Smith. Here's Itula. Nice move by Smith. Layup is up and in.
Soraya Smith's just so good with the ball right there. She's been able to create her own shot all throughout the season, getting nice floaters and layups for herself.
After the attempted steal there from Justice Crooks, Graceland will inbound here. Into Sylvester. Driving inside, turns it over. Here comes Justice Crooks. In front of everybody. Another easy layup for Justice Crooks. That's 6 for her here in the first quarter.
She's been very active on the defensive end, tipping and stealing balls, just like the one you had there. Along with that, she's been running hard on the break, finding herself open for easy layups.
Three-pointer's no good. Smith almost got the rebound for Iowa Central. Knocks inside. Layup is short. Rebound by Kira Ward. Here comes Smith. Over to Terwilliger. Thought about going for the layup. Thought better of it. Here's Crooks. Inside to Itula. Makes Gassaway miss and gets the easy layup. It's now 24-3.
The ball movement Iowa Central has had has been great. It's got to make a coach happy seeing that.
Here's Sylvester. Fires for 3. Short. Rebound by Itula. Here comes Justice Crooks. Pass over to Terwilliger. He's going to draw the foul and will shoot 2.
The Tritons have been able to run in transition very well so far throughout this game. Getting some nice easy layups right there. That one wasn't able to go, but they've been able to get a lot of easy layups throughout this game.
Foul was on Shauna Wrighton. That's her second foul, as the first free throw is good for Terwilliger. Whole host of substitutions on both sides. Brittany West is checking back in. Sierra Smith has checked back in for the Tritons. Allie Swank. Brooke Vermeer. Kaylee Hickman is checked back into the game as well for the Yellow Jackets as we have a foul. It's going to be a turnover there. Under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. It's been pretty dominating so far for Iowa Central.
Oh, definitely has been dominating. They've been dominating on every facet of the court.
Here's Terwilliger. Fires for 3. No good. Rebound by Sierra Smith. Back out to West. Inside to Ward. Layup no good. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Shot clock is off. Yellow Jackets can hold for the last shot if they choose. Shot for 3 is no good. Rebound by Terwilliger. Less than 10 seconds. Here comes Terwilliger. Over to Kira Ward. Is not able to save it. He's going to turn it over with 1.7 seconds left. I don't think Kira Ward was anticipating that pass.
Oh, definitely not. It kind of just went out of her hands out right there. Couldn't control it, so that one ran out of bounds.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Iowa Central comes out strong, holds a commanding 25-3 lead after one. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to start the second quarter of play here between the Tritons and the Yellow Jackets. Been a fairly dominating performance thus far for Iowa Central.
Yeah, Iowa Central's been able to dominate all facets of the court. They've been able to run in transition on offense, and they've been being able to do that based off of steals and keeping up the pressure on defense.
Terwilliger fires for three. In and out, no good. Rebound by Smith. Back over to Terwilliger. Drives inside. Kicks it out to West. Wide open three. No good. Rebound by the Yellow Jackets. Here's Vinson. Over to Hickman. Hickman being guarded by West. Vinson for three. No good. Just completely airballed it. Terwilliger got it. Full court press on now. Gotta hurry, and looks like Coach Kruger wants a timeout.
Yeah, I understand that. Coach Kruger has got to be upset. They just kept picking up their dribbles. In basketball, you just got to keep dribbling, even if you don't have an option right now. But if you just pick up the ball, then you leave yourself dead in the water.
But Graceland, they did do a pretty good job on the press that time. They got Terwilliger pinned up against the baseline, and then they got Ward, and she picked up her dribble. They really didn't have very many options.
Yeah, I feel like Coach Kruger is probably coming out and just telling them they need to settle down and then run through a press break, because this press they've had so far has been broken. So so they know it's able to be broken. They just need to calm down.
And just like that, they go right over the press. Back inside to West. Layup is up and in. Nice job by Terwilliger. First to corral that long pass and then find a wide open West for the layup.
That was a great pass across the court. Some coaches might say that was a dangerous pass, but I like it.
Here's Vinson. Driving inside. Layup is up and it is in. Counted and the foul.
Kind of a circus shot she had right there, but it ended up going her way.
But she just kind of tossed that thing up there basically on a prayer.
Yeah, hey, what works, works. Sometimes better be lucky than good.
Justice Crooks has checked back into the game for the Tritons. Free throw is good for Vinson. Makes it 27-6 in favor of Iowa Central. Here comes Crooks. Over to Sierra Smith. And she traveled.
Looks like they're going to call a block first, though. Looks like they're going to call that one on Kayla Hickman.
Good call on that one, Rico. I thought she traveled.
She definitely did travel. It's just that they called the block first.
Here's West. Over to Crooks. Drives inside, back to West. Fight for the loose ball. Looks like we're going to call a jump ball here. Possession arrow favors Graceland. Going to get a kind of a free possession here, thanks to some good effort on the defensive end. Here's Vinson. Here's Shauna Wrighton for the Yellow Jackets. Back to Vinson. Fires for three. No good. Rebound is up and in. That's Allie Swank getting the offensive rebound for the easy layup.
And she had herself in perfect position to get that offensive rebound.
Smith for three. That's short. Here come the Yellow Jackets.
Smith might have had a case there of just too much space.
Three-pointer is good. That's Shauna Reitman for the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Smith. That's up and in. Shreya Smith just went right by the defense.
Yeah, like I said, they've been going very, very good in transition, so they've been able to get a lot of easy layups.
A little bit of a wild shot there. Is no good. Here come the Tritons. Here's Smith. Over to Crooks. Pull-up jumper, and that's a good.
Transition bastards are the name of the day today.
And Crooks has been the beneficiary of a lot of those. That's like her third easy basket on transition.
Exactly. Them running out hard on the floor on the break. It's been helping out a lot into gain this great lead. Coach
Kruger wants a timeout. 6:37 remaining here in the first half. Iowa Central leads 31-13. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse here in the second quarter. Iowa Central looking to expand on their 31-13 lead over Graceland. Here's Brittany West. Across the court to Smith. Fires for three. No good. Rebound by the Yellow Jackets. They have a fast break look here. Looks like they're going to call a foul on Iowa Central here.
Yeah, Brittany West was in good position there, but Shreya Smith ended up cutting her off and getting called for that reach.
That's a third foul on Smith. Looks like they're going to sub her out. Or not. Okay, a little confusion there, but we got it figured out.
Looks like Graceland's JV coach had wanted to foul there. I was going for and he wanted some free throws.
5-second call on Graceland. That's a turnover.
You never want turnovers like those because they're just unnecessary, unforced turnovers. Worst case scenario, you throw the ball into the backcourt and then you set up from there.
Here's Crooks over to Tula. Terwilliger. Across the court to Crooks. Driving inside. Pull-up jumper is up and in.
That was a great use of the glass there. She realized the bank was open.
Bad pass there. We got a little bit of a loose ball here.
That one kicked off the foot of Arian Phillips. Oh. Scratch that. Vincent.
You were looking at the wrong roster. It's okay. It happens. Tried to get it inside to Ward, but it looks like it was Vermeer deflected that one out of bounds. Iowa Central gets another chance here.
They're going to call that an illegal screen there. That one was on Kira Ward.
That's Ward's second foul of the game. Here's Vincent. Outside to Gasaway. Fires for three. No good. Rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. 3 different people had their hands on that one. No one ended up with it.
That was definitely a great fight for the ball right there.
Over to Vincent. Drives inside. Layup is no good. And that one's going to go to Iowa Central. Vincent had a great move there to get in between the 2 defenders and have a chance at the layup. Just wasn't able to connect.
Yeah, that was a great drive she had right there. Great use of the left hand. Wasn't quite able to get that one to go though.
Here's Crooks over to Terwilliger. Over to West. Shot no good.
West has been a little bit cold as of late. She had those 2 threes in the first quarter, but she hasn't been able to hit one since.
Here's Vincent driving inside. Layup is up and in. High off the glass there for Janiyah Vincent. Over to Tula. Over to Terwilliger. Back to Tula. Is able to get to Crooks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Terwilliger. No good. Yellow Jackets have a chance here to kind of whittle away at this lead.
Yeah, they've been able to do that so far in the second quarter. Bring this lead back down to something more manageable so that they can come back in the second half.
Turnover there by the Yellow Jackets. Gonna have a couple new players coming on the floor for Iowa Central. Got number 22, Aaliyah Hull. Number 32, Jessica Jackson. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Iowa Central up by 18. Here's Brittany West. Inside to Jackson. Over to Hull. Over to Crooks. Terwilliger. Driving inside. Reverse layup up and in.
Great move she had there. She ended up warding off the defense there, cutting the defense off so she was able to get that great reverse layup.
Back up to a 20-point lead now for the Tritons. Long 3, no good for the Yellow Jackets. Rebound by Gassaway. Thought about the 3. Instead, they'll reset. Here's Brooke Addison for the Yellow Jackets. Over to Vincent. Over to Dorsett. Here's Wrighton. Back to Vincent. Less than 10 on the shot clock, and we have a foul call. Looks like it's going to be on Crooks.
She's got a little handsy there on that last possession, so that she's going to get called with that reach.
Sierra Smith will check in, replacing Crooks. Fresh shot clock here for Graceland. Here's Wrighton, fires for 3, and that is good.
I believe that's her second 3 for the day. She's been shooting a couple of those pretty confidently so far.
Good play out of the timeout as well.
Yeah, definitely good play.
Here's Hull. Pass is deflected. I don't think Gassaway was ready for that pass.
I don't think anybody was ready for that pass. Looks like there's a lot of miscommunication going on right there. That one's just going to fly out of bounds.
Here's Terwilliger. Cross to Hull. Pull-up jumper, and that is good.
That was a dangerous cross-court pass there. I was not a fan of it, but it did end up going through, so.
Here's Vincent driving inside. Layup up and in. Again, a nice move to get that open layup.
Yeah, she's been getting into the middle of the defense pretty easily so far. So that might be a point of emphasis coming into the second half for the Tritons. Stopping that penetration down the middle of the lane.
Inside the hole. We're going to call a foul on Mackenzie Dorsett. That's her first. Now Justice Crooks will check back in. Smith heads back to the bench. Here's Terwilliger, fires for three, and that is good.
That was a great smooth-looking jumper she had right there. She shot that one with confidence.
Here's Addison being guarded by West. They're going to call, it looks like it's going to be a foul on West here. Foul is on Brittany West. That's her second. As Brooke Addison will head to the line. First free throw is good for Brooke Addison. Tiara Itula is checked back into the game for Tritons as Jessica Jackson will head to the bench. One more free throw coming for Addison. That one is no good.
Looks like they're going to call a line violation right there. It's going to end up being another free throw.
Jalen Carter has checked in the game for Iowa Central as Hull heads to the bench. Free throw is good for Addison. Makes it 40-22 with just over a minute and a half remaining here in the first half. Here comes the full court press once again. Looks like the Tritons are going to beat it, but that pass is too high for Jalen Carter. It's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, Tiara Tula just needs to slow down right there. She already had the press B, so what I feel like you need to do there is just settle down, bring that ball to the middle of the floor, and then you can set up your offense from there.
Here's Gasaway inside. That shot's off the side of the backboard. Here comes Terwilliger. Over to Crooks. Back to Terwilliger. Over to Tula. West for three. And that is good. That's 11 points in the first half for Brittany West.
That's her first three she's had since the first quarter. Maybe she'll get hot right here and then bring that into the second half.
That three-pointer is way short. That was Haley Lewis firing up the air ball there for the Yellow Jackets. 43 seconds remaining here in the first half. Looks like Graceland's going to bring the pressure once again. Here's Itula. That pass is over the head of Crooks. That's going to be another turnover. Here's Addison. Back to Gasaway. Thought about the three, instead passes it over.
Looks like a 5-second shot clock differential between shot clock and the game clock.
Here's Gasaway. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Addison for three. No good. Rebound by Carter. Less than 10 seconds. Triton's got to go. Here's Crooks. Over to West. Pull-up jumper is good. Buzzer beater to end the half for Brittany West. That gives her 13. End of the first half, Iowa Central leads 45-22 over the Yellow Jackets. We'll be back for the second half here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to start the second half of play here between the Tritons and the Yellow Jackets. Fairly dominating first half for Iowa Central. They're up 45-22 right now. Yeah, Brittany West led the way with 13. Had a couple other players who scored double digits. So really good first half. So what do they need to do to keep that momentum going?
Biggest thing is just needs to share the ball and keep up the defensive pressure. The defensive pressure they've had so far has been allowing them to get a lot of fast break opportunities. They've been able to run the break, and they've been doing that really well, getting a lot of easy layups and short jumpers right there. Key for them there is just beating that. And with Graceland's press, they just need to break that and then settle into an offense right there so that they can get a lot of easy baskets.
And here's Shariah Smith for the Tritons. Over to Terwilliger, inside to Ward. Layup is up and no good, but a foul is called. It was a nice pass by Terwilliger. Just fired that thing inside to Ward. Ended up drawing a foul out of it.
Yeah, she had a great pass right there. She led her teammate very well. That's gonna be a key for them. Just keep moving that ball. This defense hasn't been able to keep up so far, so that's gonna be a big key for them.
Two for two at the line for Kira Ward. First points of the second half for Iowa Central makes it 47-22. Terwilliger almost had the steal there. Here's Vinson. Over to Gasaway, inside. That is up and in. That's Brooke Vermeer getting the and one.
That was a tough move she had right there. She had to go straight into the defense, get the contact, and then get the and one right there.
Free throw is good.
It looks like Graceland is going to be coming back to that full court pressure. It's a little tough for them to go through with it, though, with Shariah Smith being so quick. She's been able to break it almost by herself.
West open for three. Good. Leaving her open like that, not a good idea.
Oh, definitely not today. She's been feeling it today. She's had 4 threes so far today.
Vermeer trying to make something happen there underneath the basket, gets called for a travel. Here's Smith over to West.
It looks like Graceland has switched into a zone. Looks like a 1-2-2.
Terwilliger is going to get called for the travel here.
And she's just shuffled her feet there. I don't think she quite knew what she wanted to do with the ball right there.
Here's Wrighton. Over to Gasaway. It's going to be a lawn 2. No good. That's going to be off Itula. It's going to be Graceland ball. "13 seconds on the shot clock here for Graceland. They're going to go over to Vinson. Fires for 3. No good. Rebound by Terwilliger.
That was a nice play that they had the elevator screen going up. Defense couldn't get to that one.
Full court press on again. Here's Smith. Over to Itula. Rebound by Ward.
Itula was enjoying that shot last game. She had a lot of open jumpers from that short corner. She was hitting them.
Terwilliger just got left completely alone. Just fires up a 3-pointer. That's 10 points now for Terwilliger.
And she's been shooting very confidently this game. She's had 2 3-pointers to this point, so look for her to keep shooting some more open threes.
Nice behind the back move there from Wrighton. Ends up getting double teamed over to Vinson. Layup is up and in. Nice little sequence there for Graceland. Here comes Smith.
Yeah, that full court pressure isn't able to phase Sharia Smith at all. She's able to single-handedly break the press.
Looks like Wrighton got a hand on that one. It's going to end up being Iowa Central ball. Here's Smith over to Tula. Got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Terwilliger over to West. Back to Terwilliger. Fires for 3. And that is good.
That's another 3 right there for her. She's been shooting very confidently.
Here's Wrighton inside. Layup up and no good. Terwilliger fights for the rebound. And here comes Sharia Smith. Pass up front to West. It's going to draw a foul.
Great lead pass there from Smith as she was able to get her right in the perfect position for that layup.
Brittany West is going to shoot 2 free throws here for the Tritons. First free throw is good for West. Gives her 17 points. Jessica Jackson and Justice Crooks have both checked in for Iowa Central. Two for 2 at the line there for West. Makes it 58-27. Here with 6.5 remaining here in the third quarter.
Trying to be able to start out really hot this second half. They've extended this lead to 31, so look for them to keep pushing on this lead.
Three-pointer, no good. Nice rebound by Gasaway. Grayson resets. They're going to call that Graceland ball. Looks like it went off Itula's foot. Sierra Smith will check in for the Tritons as Brittany West will head to the bench. Here's Vinson. Another circus shot. That thing held up in the air for so long. Fell right through and got the foul as well.
At this point, we might not be able to call it a circus shot. It might just be natural luck.
Free throw is good for Janiyah Vinson. Gives her 12 points on the night.
I think to note, Sharia Smith has 4 fouls right now, so it looks like, so they might take her out of the game due to foul trouble.
And that's exactly what's going to happen as Terwilliger will come back into the game to replace Smith.
It's never fun to come out of the game, especially in a blowout like this. You kind of ruins your momentum, ruins your fun, even though Coach always knows best, though.
Here's Sierra Smith. Going to draw the foul. Smith looks so okay. She took a bit of a hard fall there, I'm going to lie.
Yeah, they definitely allowed a little bit of contact to go right there, but she was able to stay strong and get the foul there, so she's going to stay at the line.
First free throw is no good for Smith. Second one is in and out, no good. Rebound by Gasaway. Here's Vinson. Being guarded by Crooks, over to Knox. Gasaway. Here's Wrighton driving inside. They call a foul. That foul is going to be on Sierra Smith. That's her first. Gets a little bit of a shooter's roll there. First free throw is good for Shauna Wrighton. Second free throw is no good. The scrum for the rebound, they're going to call it Graceland ball. Here's Vinson. Over to Knox. He's able to corral the loose ball. Over to Wrighton. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound by Sierra Smith. And Smith with a bit of a wild shot, no good.
Yeah, she definitely had the right intentions on that layup, trying to split the defense there, but she couldn't quite control herself, so that ended up being a wild shot.
Brooke Vermeer draws a foul there. She's going to head to the line. That foul is on Tira Itula. That's her second. First free throw is good for Vermeer. Kira Ward checks back in for the Tritons. Brooke Addison and Mackenzie Dorsett have checked back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Second free throw is good for Vermeer. Full court press on once again. Over to Sierra Smith. And now the Tritons can reset. Here's Jessica Jackson. Over to Terwilliger. 10 on the shot clock.
Great kick out pass there.
I have a foul underneath. That foul is on Mackenzie Dorsett for the Yellow Jackets. That's her second. As Kira Ward stepped to the line for Iowa Central. First free throw is no good for Kira Ward. A little bit of a shooter's roll there on the second free throw. Makes it 59-33. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Addison inside to Vermeer. Back out to Addison. Fires for three. And that is good. Here they come again with the press. Here's Crooks. Inside to Ward, is able to corral loose ball. Layup no good. And after the fight for the loose ball, it's going to end up being Graceland ball. And now they feel rejuvenated right now. You can hear the bench going wild there on that last possession.
Definitely with that last three, I feel like that might have been a little bit of a momentum shifter.
Especially after that.
Yep.
Vinson calling bank. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, they seem to be playing with a little bit more energy right now as they've been able to get a couple quick threes to go through.
Crooks fires for a three. No good. Rebound by Addison. Graceland, like we mentioned, have a little bit of a run going here. Granted, they're still down by 20, but if they can keep that momentum going, this game could change very quickly.
For sure, as they've been able to get they've been getting a lot of good ball movement, so they've been able to get some easy shots to go through so far. Because I'm interested to see how that will go through for the rest of this game.
Coach Kruger wants a timeout. 3:07 remaining here in the third quarter. Iowa Central leads by 20. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just over 3 minutes remaining. It's a 20-point game. Graceland on a bit of a run. Feel re-energized right now. Let's see if they can keep that going as Itula fires for three, and that is good.
And she was hitting those yesterday as she had a couple of them. As she hit a couple of them. It's going to be interesting to see if she gets more involved in this offense as we go into the back stretch of this game.
Inside to Aisha Smith. And Itula just rips that right out of her hands.
Yeah, and they've been double teaming the post so far throughout this game, which has been helping to cause a lot of turnovers.
Itula again for three. No good. They're going to call a foul on Kira Ward.
It's a little bit of a ticky-tack type foul. You don't like to see that one as a coach. You'd rather just see them get back on defense. Especially with that one being her third foul, so you never want to see that one. She definitely get into foul trouble.
Aisha Smith. Free throw is no good for her. Caitlin Sylvester. Let's check back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Jalen Carter is checked back in for the Tritons.
I think I heard that last free throw bang off the backboard all the way up here.
Second free throw, much better for Aisha Smith. And Crooks gets called for the travel, and you could just feel that momentum building for Graceland as it was a 30-point game not that long ago. Now it's down to 18.
Now, what the Tritons just need to do is they just need to settle down, break the press, and they need to get into a couple quick sets so that they can get some easy baskets.
Kind of like that.
Exactly. Just the other way around.
Here's Carter, and she travels as well.
And I kind of saw that one coming right from a mile away. Defense cut her off, so she ended up panicking. So she was gonna end up shuffling her feet, which was gonna end up causing the travel.
Three-pointer is no good for the Yellow Jackets. Nice pass out front to Jackson. Layup no good.
And you have to finish those if you're being left wide open on those breaks. Those little mistakes can almost lead to the difference between.
Addison for three, no good.
That one probably not the smartest shot right there. That one was hitting right off the backboard.
Terwilliger inside. A little bit of an awkward collision there as two players go down. Looks like they're both okay.
Yeah, it seemed like Sylvester kind of just landed on top of her right there.
That's a second foul on Sylvester. First free throw is good for Jessica Jackson. Brooke Vermeer has checked back into the game for the Yellow Jackets, as Aisha Smith will head to the bench. 2 for 2 at the line for Jackson. 64-42 with under a minute and a half remaining here in the third.
She might have been doing a little bit too much there, trying to get the ball up the floor. That one's going to get poked away.
After the loose ball, they're going to call jump. Possession's going to keep it here with Graceland. Yellow Jackets have 16 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hickman. Pass is stolen away by Jackson. Got a lane. Over to West. Layup is up and in. Nice job by Jackson. Just being unselfish there.
Yeah, she definitely found the right option right there, taking the nice jump stop, and then giving it to West there for the easy layup.
Here's Hickman. Over to Vermeer. Sylvester. And they're going to call a travel on Sylvester.
Today's been a busy day of travel so far on both sides.
Here's Itula. Over to Smith. Inside, layup, no good. And that's going to be Graceland ball.
Yeah, and Smith had Jackson open in the middle of the lane. I feel like she kind of could have dished that one off to get a much easier shot.
They're going to call a foul on Jessica Jackson. That's her first. And Brooke Vermeer will head to the line for the Yellow Jackets. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is up and in. Makes it 66-43. Shot clock is off. Iowa Central can hold it for the last shot if they choose. Terwilliger sets up the offense. Down to 10. Terwilliger looking to get rid of it. Finds Itula. And Itula travels. Graceland's going to have 2 seconds here. Try and figure something out.
It's going to be interesting to see what to do. Last time in the first quarter, they only had 1 second left.
Officials blew that one dead. It looks like they're going to call a technical foul on the Iowa Central bench. So Vermeer's going to shoot free throws here. First free throw is no good. Didn't see what the technical foul was for.
Just looked like the bench was getting a little too rowdy right there. Coach Kruger just mouthing off a little bit too much to the ref.
Vermeer missed both free throws. Now the Yellow Jackets are going to get the ball and have 2 seconds to try and get something off.
Yeah. Last time in the first quarter, they just kind of held the ball, and it'll be interesting to see what they do this time.
They really don't have a lot of options from this spot. Inside to Vermeer. Fires up a three. No good. It was a good attempt, though.
Yeah, she did definitely have a good look at it. That was a great play they had set up for her.
That's the end of the third quarter. Iowa Central leads 66-43. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here on the Triton Nation Network. Just about ready to start the fourth quarter play here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Iowa Central with a 23-point lead.
It's been quite a blowout throughout most of this game here. It's going to be interesting to see. At this point, Graceland's just playing for more pride.
They had that run going earlier, and they kind of whittled it down to 18. They still have that same energy right now.
They do. So that might prove in their favor if they can keep that going.
Inside to Vermeer. Nice turnaround move. Gets the layup to fall.
Vermeer's been playing very strong in the post so far. She's been having She's had a couple tough baskets she's been able to put in.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be stripped, but we have a foul called.
She couldn't quite poke that one loose, so she's going to end up tapping. She's going to end up tapping her arm before she can get to the ball.
Kiera Ward, Justice Crooks, and Shariah Smith all come into the game for the Tritons. Inside to Ward, layup up and in.
Great inbounds play to get her wide open in the paint. Screen for a screener. One of the oldest plays in the book.
Kaylee Hickman draws the foul, and she's going to head to the line. First free throw is no good for Hickman. That foul was on Justice Crooks. That's her third. Second free throw is good. Makes it a 68-46 game. Here's Shariah Smith using that speed to beat the press again.
Yeah, she split the two defenders with ease right there and is able to get right through that press. She's been able to do that all game with their speed right there.
Smith inside. Passes it out to West. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Terwilliger. Inside to Ward. Loose ball. Looks like they're going to call a jump. That's going to be Graceland ball.
And like you were saying before, they're still playing with that same energy they had coming out of the second half. So that's going to prove in their favor.
Addison thought about the three. Here's Vermeer inside. Almost loses it over to Hickman. Wild shot, no good. Here comes Crooks. Smith isn't quite able to keep that pass in bounds.
That was
a turnover.
That was a great look there, right there, to try to get that ball to Smith. She couldn't quite hold on to it, though.
Inside to Addison. That shot might have been tipped by West. Here comes Crooks. He's going to draw the foul.
Looked like she got hit on the hand there on the way up. So she wasn't able to get that one all the way up.
Foul is on Allie Swank. That's her second. As Crooks comes to the line. First free throw is good for Justice Crooks. Two for two. Makes it 70-46. Gives Crooks 12 points. 8 minutes remaining.
Iowa Central's been able to boast 3 double-digit scores so far throughout this game. So that's kind of a testament to their being able to move the ball, share the ball. A little bit too much sharing maybe there, as that one's going to go out of bounds, though.
Yeah, Smith was trying to give Terwilliger a layup there. Just missed on the pass.
I think she would have been better suited to just kind of take that one up for herself.
She might have been thinking, I have 4 fouls. I don't want to foul out.
That is also something to consider.
They're going to call a jump ball here. That's going to end up going over to Iowa Central. That one looked a little weird from up here.
Yeah, there definitely was some contact on their way going up. But I was surprised they actually called the jump ball. I was expecting a foul.
They're going to call a foul here. That's going to be on Hickman. That's her second. Ashley Gasaway has come back in for the Yellow Jackets. Over to Crooks. And the Tritons will reset. Here's Terwilliger. Kicks it out to West. Fires for 3. No good.
That one was from deep. Deep.
Good effort by Shreya Smith to try and keep that ball in bounds. Just wasn't able to do it. Here's Vincent. Addison fires for 3. In and out, no good. And that time, that loose ball called goes Shreya Smith's way, as that one was off the hands of a Graceland player. Correction, that did not go Smith's way.
Been kind of consistent that's kind of been a constant for the game.
3-pointer is good for Shauna Wrighton. Presses on again. Here comes Iowa Central.
That was a smart move right there for her to just hold on to that one. West.
A bit of a shooter's roll there for Terwilliger. Gives her 15. 3-pointer, no good.
That could have been a very sick bounce pass if that one got through, but that's not going to be a turnover. It seemed like a little bit of lack of effort right there. As Ariana Phillips, she just didn't want to go after that last ball. I did it again. I did it again today. Janai Vincent.
All right, with 6:19 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Iowa Central, they might just try and milk the clock a little bit here. They're sitting on a 23-point lead, but instead Tula fires for 3, no good. Terwilliger with the board, and they're going to call a travel.
Some things they could be doing right now is they're up big. They could be going over some late game situation, basically some late game situation type moments. As a coach, sometimes you want to take advantage of these big leads so that you can go over stuff that you wouldn't be able to normally in a regular game.
Coach Kruger calls a full timeout. We'll take one with him. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Dorsett was looking for somewhere to throw that ball, just ends up traveling instead.
I think what we're going to see here from Iowa Central coming in through these last few minutes of this game, we're going to see them go through a couple, maybe some new offensive sets, kind of go through some new stuff that you might not see them go through in a normal game situation.
Nice move there by Shariah Smith. Just ends up getting the easy layup there.
Yeah, she had a one-on-one matchup at the top of the key, and that suits best to her skills. That she's a great ball handler. She's able to penetrate the gap.
Gassaway for three. That is good. Kind of got left alone there. Here's Crooks. Over to Terwilliger. Pull-up jumper. That is good. Long two-pointer.
Yeah, if you're a coach, you're a coach, you're a little bit frustrated by that shot because you just want to see her step back just one more foot so she can get the extra point.
I'm going to call a foul there on Tira Itula. That's her third. As Mackenzie Dorsett will come to the line. First free throw is in. Makes it 76-53 with 4:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Brittany West has come back into the game for the Tritons. And Jasenia Mosley has checked into the game for the first time. Shariah Smith in no particular hurry here. Over to West. Over to Terwilliger. Back out to Smith. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Under 5. I'm going to draw a foul.
That was definitely a move right. That was definitely the right move right there, just to drive it hard to the basket, get a quick foul right there as the shot clock was running down. She kind of didn't really have many options to go from right there.
First free throw is good for Smith. Two for two at the line for Smith. That gives her 12 points. Makes it 78-53 with under 4.5 remaining. Pass almost got away from Dorsett. Back to Vinson. Fires for three. No good. Rebound by Terwilliger. They're going to call a jump ball there. That's going to end up being Graceland ball.
Yeah, right there, she kind of put the ball back into the defense's hands after getting that strong rebound. What she needs to do is just chin up there and just secure that rebound strongly.
Pass was deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Graceland ball. Inside to Vermeer. And they're going to draw a foul. The foul is going to be on Brittany West. That's her third. As Brooke Vermeer will step to the line. First free throw is good for her.
Trying to been in a little bit of foul trouble as of late. Looks like Kiera Ward has 3 fouls, and then Shariah Smith has 4 fouls as well herself, along with Brittany West having 3 fouls.
Might be a good thing this game is a little bit out of reach for Graceland.
Yeah, that is a good thing though. So you don't have to worry about it as much.
Shariah Smith saw Kiera Ward under the bucket for a layup, fired that thing in there. I don't think Ward was anticipating the pass to come to her that quickly.
Yeah, she definitely was open and was ready for that pass. She just didn't. She was just a little too fast for her.
Gassaway with the deep three-pointer.
That one looked like it just sparked. It's lit a little spark in the Graceland bench, so they want to make a late game run here.
Here's Mosley driving inside. That shot might have been tipped. They're going to call that Graceland ball. That foul is on Kira Ward. That's her fourth. Here's Vincent. Over to Gasaway. Again for three. No good. Rebound by Terwilliger.
Looks like Graceland has emptied their bench, so it looks like on the next time out, they're probably just going to empty the bench and put the reserves in.
Terwilliger. Over to West. Less than 10 on the shot clock. And they're going to call. Looks like it was a lane violation.
Yeah, 3 seconds they called down there. You just got to be conscious of where you're at. Make sure you step out of the lane before they call that.
As you mentioned, Graceland has emptied their bench here. Got a couple new players out on the floor. Got number 21, Nikki Martin, has the ball now. And you have number 32, Kanai Jackson. 10 on the shot clock for Graceland. Martin fires for three. Short. Rebound by Terwilliger.
It looks like they're just going to slow it up here. Kind of run out the rest of this clock.
Over to Mosley. Inside to Ward. They're going to call a foul on Aisha Smith.
It looks like Iowa Central is going to follow suit as they're going to clear out their bench as well.
In and out, no good for Kira Ward. Coming into the game now for Iowa Central, you have Jalen Carter, Jessica Jackson, Elise Parker, Sierra Smith, and Aaliyah Hull will come into the game for Kira Ward. Good correction, Kira Ward's still in. Aaliyah Hull will check in on the next timeout. Here's Smith. Driving inside. Nice little spin move there. Layup no good. That one gets away from Jackson. It's going to be Graceland ball. Now Aaliyah Hull will check in. Kira Ward will check out. Minute 39 remaining. Iowa Central leads 78-57. Here's Nikki Martin for three. No good.
That one's gonna be wide right, as she just couldn't find the right angle for that shot.
Still going with the full court press.
And that's just a great kudos to the coaching right there, as they don't want to ever give up.
Foul's going to be on Nikki Martin. That's her second. And Sierra Smith will step to the line. Free throw is good for Smith. A little bit of shooter's roll there. 2 for 2 at the line. Makes it 80-57. A minute and a half remaining. Here's Lewis. Over to Martin. Back to Lewis. Fires for three. No good.
That one's going to be short.
Rebound by Hull. Graceland not giving up, forcing the turnover, but they get called for a travel.
I didn't want the ref to call that one there. I just wanted to see them get that fast break. They worked so hard. They worked so hard for that steal.
Inside to Jackson. Kicks it back out to Smith. Over to Hull. Thought about the three, pull-up jumper, and that's good. And she just
left her defender in this dust right there.
Steal by Smith. Layup up and in. Nice little sequence there for the reserves.
Yeah, definitely. That gives them a nice confidence booster going into the next game.
Nikki Martin with the long three-pointer.
Right off the backboard there.
Makes up for getting crossed and gets the three-pointer to fall. Under 30 seconds now. Intensity is still through the roof, even though it's a 24-point game.
Hey, that's definitely a great thing to see. It just them competing all the way through and through.
Nikki Martin will check out. Looks like they're tending to her ankle. Might have happened on that play possession or two ago when she got crossed.
Broke her. She might have gotten her ankles broken.
That one is up and in for Karen Knox. Looks like Iowa Central might run out the clock here. Here's Parker. Through the hands of Carter. And that is going to do it. Iowa Central picks up their fourth straight win. Moves to 5-2 on the season as they beat Graceland by a score of 84-62.
This was definitely a great team game overall for them. They were able to move the ball really nicely. They were able to get out on the break and had a lot of defensive. They had a lot of defensive pressure all the way throughout the game and get a lot of early turnovers and make that into fast break points.
It's a big win here for Iowa Central. Their next home game will be a week from tonight. We'll have that for you right here on the Triton Nation Network. Until then, I'm Randy Nielsen.
And I'm Mariko Holland.
Thank you for tuning in to the Triton Nation Network. Have a great night.